YouTube, what's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy Moose back with another video. You guys see what we have behind me. We got the BMW M5 competition sitting pretty on a set of Motivo forged wheels. And in today's video, guys, I'm running late to school. I got an exam coming up. You know, it's exam week, so we gotta lock in. I got an exam today, matter of fact, but man, I'm just behind per usual. You know, we made a couple videos before about us running late, and this time it's an exam, so the stakes are high, guys, and I gotta get there on time. So it's the perfect car to get to school on time. Ignore her being a little bit dirty, but here we have the BMW M5 competition Motivo spec. Right, if you guys are wondering why does this guy keep mentioning Motivo, those wheels on the car are Motivo forged wheels. If you guys are interested in a set of wheels, custom made wheels for your car, whether it be a BMW, Audi, or whatever, and want something proper, check out Motivo Forged. That is my wheel company. Let me know you guys are coming from the YouTube channel. I'll give you guys a discount. You guys will not be disappointed with the quality, fit, and finishes of our wheels. Fitment is obviously right there, is on point. I got a whole bunch of stuff in the car, so ignore that. But this is the perfect car to get to school in on time. This car right here is fast. It's more low-key than the R8. And it's comfortable. So we're going to get the exam relaxed and everything and just be ready to make things happen. Because your boy is behind. I've been studying. I've been grinding. I got to get my stuff right so I can graduate. This is pretty much my last semester, guys. So I gotta make things count. But man, she is a beauty. When I bought this car originally, I wasn't really, to be honest, the biggest fan of M5s, but now I definitely have a stronger appreciation for the car. And I feel like a lot of people love these cars, and I understand why now more so. I'm not somebody that just has to have everything that's like super hyped up, but this car does get a lot of hype, and I think it's pretty understandable why it gets so much hype. This is a good all-around car right here. Sounds sick too. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and roll. I don't want to overly drag things out. Your boy has places to be, and I'm sure you guys would rather watch me drive than sit here and talk. So that being said, guys, let's go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and roll out. I don't want to be late any more than I already am, especially for our exam. Definitely don't want to be late for that. That would be a little bit tragic. But yeah, man, we got a lot of sick mods coming for this car. Stay tuned for that. All right, don't want to miss it. Definitely don't want to miss it. In a real way. Wasn't the best slide, but it'll be alright. I'll tell you one thing though, this car doesn't slide like a rear-wheel drive car does. It's a little bit different, and I haven't really sat there and try to perfect it as much, but it's pretty easy to drive, I'd say. I feel like if you've driven a rear-wheel drive car a lot, you can get in this car and be comfortable. It is kind of similar in a sense to how the G80 steps out, but it's different at the same time. Am I in the clear here? I don't get old, I'll tell you that. So yeah, it was a little better. It wasn't none too crazy, but it's pretty fun. I'll tell you what, this car sounds good. And we don't really have a proper setup on it yet either. which is crazy to think. So once we have a really proper like catless downpipe setup with the nice exhaust, it's gonna be on a whole different level when it comes to sound, because I know the turbo spool on this car is loud, especially with the engine like the S63. It is loud. Now I'm coming from a first gen M4 and a second gen M4, so like the old Bystyle and the new one. Both of those cars, I'd say the turbos on them were decently loud with the right exhaust setup, but it's nowhere near as loud as this car. I don't know. I feel like these German V8s, the twin turbo ones, sound nasty. Like even the Mercedes ones, I remember, but back in the day, I really used to want a, what a guy. I really used to want a CLS 63. Like those cars to me were so cool, and that was like a dream car of mine. Now obviously when I was younger, like 16, 17, my dream car was like a CLS 55. Those cars at that time, this was like when I was 16, first starting to really drive. This was probably around like 2019, 2018, I'd say. I really wanted one. Those cars used to be around $13,000-$14,000 for a decently clean one, and those cars were supercharged. But the generation after that car was when they start using the 5.5 or 5. I think it's the 5.4 liter bi-turbo V8. It's been so long, I'm kind of starting to forget. I don't remember the code name for it. It might have been M157, or correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I probably am. Like I said, it's been a really long time, but I remember those cars with downpipes and the exhaust used to sound insane, like crazy loud turbo spool. Same goes for the F10 M5. So obviously now you have the F90. That sounds really good as well with the right setup. I think it probably is, if not the best, it's close, as close to the best if it's not the best. And then we also have the 4.0 liter V8 from Mercedes. That sounds really good too with the right setup, and that is a great motor. I'm not no like Mercedes hater. I could appreciate a nice Mercedes-Benz car. I'm not one of those people who are just either die-hard BMW or no car. Like there's some people that are like that, and I feel like you're just limiting yourself by being that type of person, because you don't know what's out there. Oh damn, that is a dangerous job. This guy is over here changing a light bulb. Well, all these cars around him, they better pay that man good. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be shook doing that job. So here's a little great, we're swimming in the M5, I guess. Here's a pool. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's definitely not bad. Alright. What's all this debris on the road? Now, one thing about BMWs that I like and dislike is the speed feels effortless in it. Like, you could be doing 170 miles an hour, 160 miles an hour, 80, whatever. In a BMW, you will not feel it. But if you go hop in like my R8, for example, which is a full-on supercar, you do 150 in it, you feel like you're doing 150 in that car. It scares you. It's not the same. This car and like all the other BMW M cars that I've owned personally, like the M4s, you don't feel speed in them at all. But the R8, you feel it more. Like some of these other brand cars, you feel it more. Now, I say that's a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously, it's a good thing because you feel very stable and safe doing those speeds in like in this car, for example. But it's a bad thing because you feel stable and safe doing the speeds. And I say that because you don't really realize how fast you're going, and like this car, for example, and that is very dangerous. So let's say you get in an accident, God forbid, and you're doing 130 miles an hour. That could be like a deadly accident. Very good chance. So the fact that you don't even notice you're doing that kind of speed in this car, it's not good in that sense. And if you're someone that isn't really accustomed to the car and just aware of things, it could really hurt you. So that's why I say it's a bad thing. But it is a hell of a car, though. I feel like BMW is a hard brand to like beat. They've been making some amazing cars for generations now, all the way back from like the old days with the E46s and the E92s and everything, and they've just kind of been improving. And I feel like the last 5 years or so, BMW really stepped their game up. I'd say since like actually I'd say since probably 20, yeah, I'd say the last 5 years. Now, I loved the old M4 I had. That was probably my favorite BMW I owned, the F82 specifically. But I'd say ever since they came out with the Gen 2 B58, like the M340i, when they came out with the S58, which is the engine in the M3s and the M4s, the new body style ones, since that point on, I feel like they really dialed their cars in more. Now, is it as engaging as some of their older cars? No. It doesn't feel as much of a driver's car as it did with like the older cars, to me personally, like the M4, for example. But I can definitely appreciate the engineering and tech that went into those cars compared to the older ones. This guy's just taking forever. He's not really actually going that slow, but I'm just in a rush. I'm in a bit of a rush, that's all. So can't even really blame him for real, because this is more on my end. I'm in a big rush. So this is the exit right here for campus. I'm gonna get off here. Give you guys like 2 little downshifts. Alright. Nice little downshift action, never hurt nobody. And with a click of a button, now we are in rear-wheel drive mode. Very nice. That was more proper. That was more proper, I'd say. So yeah, just the click of a button is all it takes. Now you guys, actually I'll take off here in 4-wheel drive mode so you can see how hard this bad boy pulls. And then if I get another opportunity like this, then we'll obviously throw it in rear-wheel drive mode so we can get a little bit of fishtailing action going as well. Doesn't hurt, never hurt nobody. So I'm trying to see how this light plays out. I'm gonna calculate it. I'm a mathematical genius. I'm gonna do some math. All right, let's see here. So damn. Oh my god. The shifts kind of feel slow on this car though. It's like a little sluggish right there. Could use some XHP sauce. Like a nice XHP stage 3 transmission tune will do this thing justice. pulls hard though for my dig. I can't lie, this car pulls very hard. He probably heard the intakes. He probably heard the intakes and he was like, what the heck is that? I'm telling you, the intakes on this car are loud. You can't hear it from inside the car, but trust me guys, from the outside you can hear the noise properly. Like, you could actually hear it. So here's campus right there. I go to a really big school, by the way. So go to a really big school. So this whole street basically is part of my school. And then we also have, this is probably, I'd say, like a fourth of the school. We have like a whole different section over to the right more. So it's not a small school by any means. Shoot, M5 though. What do you guys like more? Do you like this car more, or do you like my R8 more? Like, what would you want to see more content on? Because I know a lot of my subscribers love BMWs. But me personally, the way I kind of see it, I don't ever want to limit myself to one brand, or my channel to one brand. So that's part of the reason why I got the Audi. Like, I got what I liked. That's exactly why I got the Audi. And I don't really see YouTube. Thankfully, I was like, YouTube is not my way of paying for things. If YouTube was the way I funded, for example, cars and stuff, it would just be, I think it'll take the fun out of things a little bit. Because then I would only have to buy what's popping, or what people are bandwagoning, which I personally don't want to do. Because if I don't like the car, I'm not keeping it, or I don't see a reason to even buy it in the first place. And then my issue as well is, like, a lot of times with me personally, guys, I get bored of cars kind of quick. Like, I'll have a car for, let's say, the longest, I think I had my first M4 for 6 months. Then I had my second M4 for a year. Did you hear that? And then I had my, actually, you know, we running a little late, but I can't never pass up on a little opportunity to get something to drink. Yo, hold on, let me lock in before I get a ticket. Yo, you know I had to lock in, guys. It was getting serious, boy. They pulled out the cruiser. I said, okay, yeah, I can't play around like that. Man, I'm man to give me a ticket. And I do not want no ticket right now. It's not the time. I got stuff to do. I'm sure he has stuff to do as well. So, yeah, let's not meet. That's kind of how I'm seeing it right now. What is this, a bar or something? So, yeah, guys, I got to get to my exam, though. I'm running late. It's not good. I should not be, like, late. I know, guys. I got to stop doing that. I got to stop being late. Yo, and if I look crazy, spare me, guys. It's exam week. I haven't had no time to get no haircut. I just kind of been studying. Why are they on that guy's case? Homeboy over here looking like he's making a video and stuff on that job. But yeah, guys, like, I got priorities. That's real. Even though I got exams, there's stuff that has to be handled.
He didn't want to show you his ideas.
Even if I'm late, there's stuff that gotta be done and taken care of. So you might be wondering, like, yo, what are you skipping out for? Like, what are you skipping your exam for, in a sense, right? Or are you even later? Why are you running even more behind to your exam? So I'm trying to figure out what to get. That's what's going on, guys. I'm running late, so I don't want to spend too long here. I'm thinking we gotta get, shoot, y'all ever had one of these? These used to be This used to be like crack for me when I was growing up. Strawberry Nesquik milks, those used to hit. If you know, you know. I'm thinking, let's see what's going on here. I'm thinking we gotta go with something solid, something reliable. What the heck? Y'all see that finger? Okay, let's keep it simple, y'all. Let's get that. Where's the juices at? I don't want no soda. Okay, we found some. A little apple juice. A little apple juice actually never hurt. So let's see what else is here. Hopefully I ain't gonna be too late to the exam. Fingers crossed. We'll be alright. Yo, I gotta Yo guys, I'm out of money because of the M5 and the R8. I'm just gonna shoplift. Nah, I'm trolling, but let's see. There ain't none here that I really want, to be honest. I need to stop being a big bag. So yeah, kids, do not shoplift. Pay for it just like I'm paying for things. Hold on. Didn't even realize my hand's on my mic or my camera. But guys, it's definitely the traffic's fault. I don't think it's my fault that I'm running behind like this. Right? It's everyone else's but my fault. I don't know what that is. I think that's a bar. Shoot. I'm guessing they don't have exams or something. Maybe they finished up. Perhaps. But I feel like they just be drinking on any occasion for real. Like, these dudes just drink because the weather is nice. Alright guys, we're pretty much pulling in now. Had to make sure this bad boy was not connected to the CarPlay, but the car sounds nice though. I can't lie, this thing sounds beautiful. It loses traction a lot though for it being bone stock. But at the same time, I never really had bone stock cars for like long. This is probably the longest. Actually, it's not even really bone stock. I lied. I already kind of upgraded it performance wise. But I didn't go as crazy as I usually would go with this car yet. This is more like something I just daily in a sense. Dude was trying to get a check out of me if I wasn't looking. Start walking in the middle of the parking spot while I'm backing in. But yeah, like this car it's pretty quick for it being stock. It's very impressive. So yeah, man. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for all the future content we got coming out with the M5 and the R8. And wish me the best, man. Hopefully I do good on that exam. I'm gonna need it. So pray for your boy. Y'all stay safe. Stay blessed. Peace.